for this crisis. And you don't engage 2,000 people.
So there's no point Pegasin tying it to this very issue.
You don't engage 2,000 people for 800 persons now. You sack 800 persons and you're engaging 2,000. Does that make any sense? And you're talking of salary increase, you are disturbed by unionization. Don't forget that Dangote is an international company, the refinery. There may be some stakeholders. I don't know. I'm just supposing.
Yeah.
That there may be some Indian stakeholders who say, well, for our investment in your company,
yeah, we need you
to engage so many persons from our country. But to say that you remove 800 and at a one swell fall, you engage 2,000, you brought them into the country. Are we kids? That's not the way you test a dummy. That's not true. That's not true.
Okay, well, anyways, we're not really talking to dummies but Nigerians on this issue. And that's why we're looking at the present rift between Dangote Refinery and Pegasin and other oil union that seems to feel indifferent about the recent happenings happening in the Dangote Refinery. We're looking at that rift that was ended yesterday, perceived to be ended yesterday, especially judging with the utterance of Pegasin president. I'm talking about Festus Ofilfo, saying it is not a total halt, but rather more like a suspension for the now. Because if, and I repeat, if Dangote does not stick to the agreement as being agreed upon by them and the union, they might really go back to the strike. But anyway, we're not striking it out, we're still with it, and that's why we're discussing about it. And like I said, we still have no other person but Chief Olori Magige helping out with the discussion. Now, let me come back to you now. You raised up something that really, it's a bit annoying to Nigerians, and it's the issue of picketing of the NNPCL, stopping the flow of crude, and not just only that, the midstream and downstream regulatory commission by Pegasin on Monday. Now, this even prompted a judge, and we're talking about Justice Emmanuel, to call of the industrial court, or in that very on Monday in Abuja, to say, well, your action is wrong, and it will put a whole lot of damage on the free flow of petrol and indeed hamper the economy greatly. Now, I want us to remain there because this is a country that we've lost flight of foreign direct inflow in the last 8 years. It has been consistent in our fall or our loss of foreign direct investment into the country. We've seen major superstores closing shop, even in Delta State here,
yes,
and leaving the shores of this country. And yet we find Mr. President shuttling all over the globe trying to get foreign direct investment into the country. Now, looking at what transpired on Monday and the picketing of this very regulatory commission to stop Dangote from going, we do know that there are already plans on the way for more persons to invest in refinery. Do you see this as a big stumbling block to make them have a rethink of coming to Nigeria, whereby the union controls the day and not you doing your business as usual?
Well, you see, this is one of the enabling or disenabling environment factor in the economic environment.
Okay.
The rule that applies to a booming economy cannot be the same that applies to a dying economy.
Okay.
We are a beggar nation.
Yes.
Begging for foreigners to bring their hard-earned savings to Nigeria and invest. Because when we look at these when we look at these companies, foreign companies in particular, we always think that it's Nigerian government that gave them money to establish in Nigeria. No, they brought their own money, hard-earned income into Nigeria to engage in business in Nigeria. They always have the option of doing that in their country or going somewhere else that is more welcoming. Now, you come and don't forget, Dangote is $20 billion business, enterprise.
Yeah.
$20 billion. And you bring, and most of it is by debt.
Yes. Yes.
And the man is struggling day and night to service the debts while also making a little profit for himself.
To keep the company afloat.
Yes, as an ongoing business. And then somebody comes from the corner because you say, come and work for me, so at the end of the day, I pay you something for which you can take care of yourself and your family. You can take care of your responsibility. And the person now comes in and says, no, I am going to tell you how you are going to run this company. How about you having a houseboy in your house? Well, this is no different. It's service we are talking about. Who tells you, Oga, you can't have this breakfast here, this type of breakfast here. I can only give you 2 dodo. I can only give you 2 spoons of rice. You can't eat in your own house. You pay for the rice, you pay for the dodo, you pay for him, his salary. How will you feel about it? Is it not annoying? Unionism is okay when the individual is talking about not only himself, about things that he needs to motivate himself to improve the worth of the company, the lot of the company, not just himself. Listen, when a business employs, he thinks of how the capacity of the company, vis-a-vis the number of persons he employs, vis-a-vis the income he's expecting to generate. They are all tied together. And they are tied into the salary, the amount of salary. So when you pay salaries that you cannot support, the company is going under. So, Osifo's statement that there are gray areas. That agreement they have with Dangote, that is no agreement. What's the agreement there? The 800 persons remain suspended from the refinery. They remain suspended from the refinery. They are not staff of the refinery. Although they remain staff of the Dangote group, which means somebody who is living in Lagos because he's employed in a refinery in Lagos can be moved to Kogi cement factory, can be moved to Ukbila, can be moved to Apapa port at the rice mill, a flour mill, and all that. You can be transferred to a place where there will be no union. There is no union there. The comfort that made you to choose refinery is no longer there. Your family, probably that you've moved to Lagos because of the refinery, they are stuck in Lagos. Whereas you are in Abidjan, how do they call that place?
Yeah, Abajana. Abajana.
Abajana. Where you are exposed to banditry. How will you feel?
So you feel is a loss-loss situation for the workers?
Oh yeah, loss now. That's no agreement. And you say unionization. You are free to unionize, yes. But who say they must join Pegasi? Must it be Pegasi?
No, that's why I asked that question initially, because we have the Nigerian Union of Journalists, even the Nigerian Union of Teachers.
Yes.
They have government run schools, teachers, they're in the union.
Yes.
But private teachers
don't go there.
They don't.
They say with ASU.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what they have gained. But let me advise Osifo if he's listening to this. We are seeing possible proscription of Pegasi and OPEC. We may go back to the Abacha era, where Abacha proscribed them because he says they are not useful. Just causing confusion. What X everybody is, the 4 dead refineries. Don't forget, in 2006 or 7 or thereabout, Dangote wanted to buy Port Harcourt refinery.
Yes.
Pegasi was the one that started the campaign against it. That forced Dangote to collect his money from the federal government. With benefit of hindsight now, what do you think that would have been? If Dangote had bought that refinery, how would it look like today now? Would we have gone through this harrowing experience of fuel shortages, and gas queues? Same Pegasi that forced Dangote away from that purchase.
Now, do you feel there's a double standard in all of this? Because I could still remember in July of this very year, NLC itself, which Pegasin is an affiliate of, came out to say that they are not comfortable with our 4 moribund refineries not in use, undermining billions and billions of dollars have been put into it. And they came out on air to criticize. I could still remember it should be 25th day of July of this year. But they never picket anything.
Yeah.
So do you feel there's a double standard on those of the government and those of the private sector? Do you feel these unions seems to be more scared of those in state control rather than in private hands? Because they are double standard here. Now they've gone to picket Dangote, but they never went to picket any of the refineries on account of
being moribund.
Or moribund.
Yes, because Dangote has broken a myth.
A myth.
Yes, has broken the myth that no refinery can work in Nigeria. That's the myth that he has broken. So many people have come to establish refineries. The conditions was not favorable, they left. But Dangote has broken the myth. If you look, Dangote was weeping on television last year or 2 years ago when the federal government was putting so many stumbling blocks.
And we're talking about the era of Malam Kyari.
Yes,
at NNPC.
yes, at NNPC. Who is a member of Pegasin? Because Pegasin is a union of all senior staff.
Senior staff, yes, senior staff, you're right.
So, they were making life so unbearable for the man, and the man was crying. He made a statement that his friend told him that, why are you investing in this country? Go somewhere else where you'll be welcome. And the friend told him, oh, didn't I tell you? So when it has become so painful for a Nigerian to invest in Nigeria, that's something to worry about. Pegasin and Nupeng have become the gbege of the oil sector. They don't come up with anything that will move the industry forward. Even if you are sucking milk from a place, won't you allow that person to eat so that he can produce more milk? How Dangote is not up 2 years in operation.
Yeah. It was May 2023 was when it was commissioned.
Yes. And when it was commissioned, it didn't start producing immediately. It took some time to get on stream.
Yes.
And now you are making life very difficult for this guy. You didn't even say, come, my friend, we are very grateful. We will unionize your workers. But without these stringent conditions that we use with our moribund industries, with the federal government, because you are a private sector, we'll give you a more suitable condition. We will help you to discipline your staff. We will bring discipline to them. None of that. Make money, check off every month, check off every month, that you don't give account to.
Okay, now let's come to the issue of the moribund refineries, which is more of a concern. Because you totally agree with me that if we have even 2 out of the 4 existing with Dangote on stream, the competition will be there, which will in every way be favorable to us because it will definitely choke down the price. Now let's look at, in your own honest assessment, we spent billions and billions of dollars. The last one we heard was that of the Port Harcourt refinery, which everybody was excited that will definitely come on stream. We saw it function for maybe a week or 2, and as it stands now, we are not hearing anything anymore. So my question is, in your own honest assessment, as a concerned Nigerian, as an elder statesman, why is it that it's now becoming more like a rich man going through the eye of the needle, or rather a camel going through the eye of the needle, that we cannot really get these refineries back on stream? We cannot get even a single drop of fuel or kerosene, like you said, from these refineries. What seems to be the problem?
What you call operation of the Port Harcourt refinery for a week or two.
Yes.
Wasn't into operation. They imported fuel into the tank.
Well, as alleged.
As alleged, and that's what they are telling.
We did not get evidence of that.
Why did they stop?
Oh, okay. Let's not discuss about that. But let's return back to the
It's
question.
all game. Game. It's a cabal. Fuel subsidy cabal. If fuel is not available in Nigeria, we must import. And when we import all kinds of qualities. The ones that will pollute the air and kill all of us, and on and on and on. Do we even import them from abroad? We import them from one island, somewhere. I forgot the name of the island. Maybe you remember. That's where Nigerians buy the fuel from. They buy from poor quality from foreign country. They send them to that island where they further add additives to improve the quality somehow. The additives become dangerous in itself, and they bring them to Nigeria. And NNPC itself, by this same Pegasus, will test the fuel and declare them to be suitable. All these things didn't come out until Dangote came on stream. During the crisis with Dangote, NNPC and Dangote, when Dangote said, show us where you are testing this your fuel. You are not testing your fuel anywhere. You don't even have the facilities to test any fuel. This is a threat to the cabal. Dangote is exposing them one after the other. Dangote bought 10,000 trucks, whereas the entire trucks of the peg is 2,000. That means 10,000 drivers.
Yes.
At the very minimum. At the very minimum.
That will be employed.
That will be employed. He wants to break that monopoly of the pen. He also wants to control total delivery of his product right to the filling station. This doesn't go well with the cabal. There was a group that took him to task recently that equalization. What does equalization mean? The tanker that delivers to Warri, that is close to the refinery, pays more than the charges should be, so that the difference is used
augmented.
Will augment the one that is going to Kano or going. That is equalization. Dangote said, no, my trucks are doing the trip. My trucks are carrying my product. So what equalization am I going to pay? I pay to who? And that money was in trillions. Trillions of naira. That is the kind of money that goes in, that disappears in fuel subsidy. So it's Dangote that broke the fuel subsidy. Yeah. Let's face it. It's Dangote that broke the fuel subsidy. And all those that have been put out of work are not happy.
So you feel they are fighting back?
They are fighting back.
Through the unions?
Through the unions. They are fighting back through the unions.
Do you see a foreign coloration in all of this? Because since Dangote came on stream, we know that about 2 or 3 refineries has closed in Belgium. Do you see a foreign hand also as a part of this perceived cabal that you've stated?
If there's any foreign, if there's any foreign hand in it, that act that foreigners will come to Nigeria to use Nigerians, to fight Nigerians. We have a word for it, on patriotism. On patriotism. And we must deal with it. And if it's in Pegasus, then Pegasus should be proscribed. If it's in the pen, it should be proscribed. Wherever it is, it should be proscribed.
Now, sir, let's come back to the issue of Dangote controlling the full channel from production to distribution and down to retail consumers themselves. Now, what most of these unions, especially in Peng, raised earlier last month was the issue of monopoly. They feel putting it in the hands of one man will make him, or make us dance to his dictates. Would it be right he has the full monopoly of production down to distribution and to the eventual consumers using it? Will it not be a monopoly itself is it right for business?
I don't think it's right for Nigerians to be queuing on forever at the filling station. But if it requires a monopoly bigger than Dangote for fuel to get to the filling station, for you and I to fill our car and go to wherever we want to go to at the time we want to go to. So baby, was there no time when we had a monopoly of queues at the filling station? Were we enjoying it?
No, of course.
And somebody comes up and says, no more of this, no more of this. I'll give you the fuel. And he's not giving it also for free of charge. We buy it. We smile buying it. Quality fuel. To me, my nightmare is to go back to the era of fuel queue. I want to be able to control myself. And part of my controlling myself is to be free to do whatever I want to do at the time I want to do it at my own pleasure. I'm not having to spend time now to go to filling station, to spend hours. And somebody did that. I won't even clap for him for 2-3 years before we start giving him trouble. And that's not fair. That's not fair. And don't forget, Dangote is not only in refinery.
Yeah.
Dangote is in cement. Why are they not picketing him in cement?
But that's where the question lies. They feel he also controls the cement. That's why the cement will never come down. And if we give him an avenue to do that in the petrol industry, then we might just be shooting ourselves in the foot at the long
Why
time.
are they not picketing the cement factory? Where is Elephant Cement? I folded up. All because of one subsidy hidden here. The man is saying, buy if you want to buy. If you don't want to buy, go somewhere else. It will be a monopoly if he's forcing everybody to buy only Dangote fuel, only Dangote diesel, only Dangote, what's the name of the fuel? Jet fuel. Yeah. It's not. People are still importing fuel. There's still importation of fuel, but there's no subsidy. There is no subsidy. That is the difference. There's no subsidy. You want to drive, you want to fill your car and drive through Warri 24 hours aimlessly. Up to you if you have the money. People are now very careful how they allocate their fuel
consumption.
Dangote is saying, please leave me alone to do my business. Leave me alone. First, he's buying oil, crude oil from Nigeria. Not in dollars, in naira. Huh? Yeah. Naira for
crude oil, naira swap deal.
Are you surprised that our naira has stabilized and is appreciating? Just within the time that Dangote came on stream. I don't know Dangote from Adams. I don't know him from Adams. But I'm looking at the refinery and how it has changed our economic life. That is what matters to me. That's it.
Okay, now let's look at another major matter and a discussion that seems to also be geared towards the issue of his refinery, and is the issue of him delivering directly to the filling station. Now, he bought CNG trucks, which are gas dependent, and which will be far more cheaper than the fuel and the diesel. In every way means that the cost in taking them from the different refineries, or rather his refinery, to the end product will be a bit cheaper than what is now being run in our usual way, with all of that ticketing that used to be. Now, do you in the future, I'm just being a bit futuristic, do you see the price of petrol coming down to maybe 600, 500 naira in the coming months?
The price is already coming down. It was 1,006 when he
came on stream.
I bought yesterday or 2 days ago, 890. That's a substantial drop. Difference. From 1,006, with all the inconveniences. We're not even talking of the money now. We're not talking of the price.
We're talking about the availability.
Yeah, the availability, the time you spend in the filling station. So Just driving in, just the little time you spend there is when you put in your card into the ATM, their machine, and boom, you're off. This, you see, the fuel price is going to be coming down. That is for sure. As it's coming down, because even the price itself is under a regulatory body. Yeah. It's not Dangote that sits down on its own.
To put the price.
No. There are various indices that are followed to determine the price. And as it's improving in its efficiency in production and delivery, the price will come down. One, the man controls the production. He controls the delivery. He controls the selling point. He wants to have his own filling stations where he will be selling
directly
to
consumers.
And it's not stopping anybody. All these people who are making this noise everywhere there, they are afraid of competition. There has never been competition in the oil industry. Those who are crying that Dangote is going to be a monopolist are themselves the monopolists. They are the one monopolizing, not Dangote. So, but whatever it is, let's wait till it becomes a monopolist. That will solve that problem.
Now, do you see more persons coming in and also having their own refineries and also charting the way, just like Dangote seemed to have charted the way? Do you see others taking the cue and coming and investing in Nigeria?
You see,
anytime soon?
Refineries are very, very expensive business.
That I do know. But don't we have Nigerians that have no weeder?
Not with Pegasin now, not with Pegasin. The environment is not cordial enough. If Dangote has not been a very powerful, rugged individual, these 800 persons that he is now moving to another of his subsidiary, if he had no other subsidiary, he would have been grounded. If he had no cement factory here and there and other businesses where these people, the 800 people, can be assimilated,
like
reassigned to, said. There will be no agreement. There will be no agreement. I drop my hat to the Minister of Labour. This is a very smart way.
Of dealing with the issue.
Of dealing with the issue. Your problem is you don't want your worker, your members to go. Yes. Dangote. Send them to wherever. You have many businesses. 800 assimilation will not be any problem. What I foresee is Dangote moving people from his subsidiaries back into the refinery and moving these guys into them. That's what I suspect that will happen. And there will be peace. Nothing has changed.
So do you see a lasting peace at the end of the day?
I see proscription of Pegasin and Le Pen. Because the more problems you give to Dangote, the angrier people will become. You need to read comments on social media. You need to hear radio stations. You need to read newspapers.
And watch TV because you are also expressing your anger.
Yes. This is not good. This is not good. Can't you say, well, if you are not going to unionize me, I live in my job. I don't want to work for you again. That's a decision you can make. That's a decision you can make. I read one of his engineers, one of Dangote engineers, among the picketing people, who said he was being paid 400,000 naira a month as an engineer. He works 12, 13 hours a day, and after tax he gets 200,000. Now an allowance has been increased from 1,000 to 54,000, although lumped together. You are earning 400,000 naira and you are complaining. Do you know how many Nigerians will want to take 400,000 naira a month? In this condition that we are in. I'm an executive assistant to the governor. Do I get half of that money? What's the salary of a governor? What's the salary of President
Tinubu? 600,000.
And you're getting 400,000 naira, you are complaining, you want to unionize. You want to become an expatriate in Nigeria. Now, the era of Gary, NNPC, man, that one is gone. And they better start to tighten their belt, Pegasus, because worst time is coming for them. How well they've made losses enough. Federal government should immediately commence transferring all those refinery staff to various ministries. So we know there's nobody in the refinery that is going there apart from security men and rats to improve efficiency. How can you be burning 120 billion every month to people who are not working? How? How? What for? Is that efficiency? It's not.
Now, let's come to the part of government. Time is not a friend, and we'll soon definitely be ending this. Now, let's come to the part of government. You spoke highly of the Minister of Labour in putting this beautiful idea into place to end all of this unnecessary rift.
Even if it's temporarily.
Even if it's temporary, as been stated by Osifo. But let's look at it. What do you feel the government should do now to help safeguard Dangote Refinery from this unusual and unnecessary interference, but also see to save face as it concerns the Nigerian workers on account of this?
Nigerian workers...
Because, like you said, this is just temporary. Mm-hmm. It might really fall apart very soon.
There is nothing they can do to Dangote. Dangote is a very smart businessman. He knows the economy, he knows the environment more than you and I, more than the government. And he has the cash. He has the money to influence the outcome of elections. And that's what politicians fear most. Somebody who has the money to make you or make you. So he has the political clout
to weather the storm.
To protect his refinery. And he realizes too that Nigerians love him. He realizes that. When he goes on television and starts crying, and all of us started crying with him. The man is a master PR, master strategist. And I'm not afraid that anybody can, any Pegasin on the peg or whatever, can do the medicine. I'm not afraid of that. What government should do, as far as I'm concerned, is to call the unions to order. Era of freebies is gone. Era of holding companies to ransom to the point where they pack and go is over. We must grow Nigeria. We must develop Nigeria. And we must make sacrifices. Big salaries of Shell, where Shell was paying Nigerian expatriates in dollars, it's gone. Where is Shell? Is Shell still here now? That era is gone. So, federal government should start very serious moves to resuscitate our alien refineries. And here I will appeal to my boss, Governor Berewori. Let's buy the Warri refinery. The expertise to put that refinery back is in Pegasin. The expertise to repair it is in Pegasin. Award the contract to Pegasin. They will do it. They will finish that place within 3-4 months. After all, when these foreign companies come, is it not Pegasus staff that are engineers in the various companies, engineers in this refinery that they use to install something? There is enough expertise among Pegasus staff to fix the refineries. So I will appeal to His Excellency Oberewori. Buy the value, scrap value.
Oh, come on.
Scrap value.
Come on.
I am a Delta. I always fight for my home now. Scrap value. Scrap value and start building it. We may not employ 100 persons, but if it's 400 persons we employ there, and we'll eliminate the Gbege and the Deve, we are moving forward. Because if we must address the issue of unemployment, we must put on our thinking cap and be creative. We can't allow that investment in Warri Refinery to go to decay. We must be seen to be doing something. Maybe again we can even go into partnership with Dangote. Come and help us rehabilitate this Warri Refinery for us.
With your expertise?
With your expertise, yes. And then whatever we produce there, you take 50, we take 50. If we that factory, that Warri, will become an affiliate of Dangote. And we better hurry before the Rivers people will overcome their crisis and call Dangote to do the same thing. Or Kaduna will call Dangote to come and do it. We better hurry over, very hurry quickly, and invite him down to do it. Take over the Warri refinery.
But anyways, I would really say would love to continue on this discussion, but indeed time is not a friend. My PD is already giving me the signal that we've been talking for close to an hour now. And well, anyway, it's always interesting when we talk about issues that come.
She is unionized against me.
well, I'll put your mind at rest. Nobody on Atlantic TV is in any union, so be rest assured of that. But we need to thank you so much, and I'm talking of no other person but Chief Olori Magege. For really coming and adding your voice to this growing issue and concern, which seems to be really affecting a whole lot of Nigerians, because like you said, we will not want to return to the days of long queues and issues of unadulterated fuel, substandard fuel being imported to the country. All of that will be put to an end if we allow this very refinery function optimally. But I really need to thank you so much, and Chief Olori Magege, for adding your voice to this. I don't mind you're so busy. When we call on you, you're always eager and willing to add your voice to the growth of the nation. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, anyway, it's more like a wrap for us on our dialogue, but you know it never ends here. We'll need your reactions, your comments, and also your contribution to every discourse we have on dialogue. And be rest assured, all our discussions are geared into finding solutions. Be it state, federal, or even local issues, we'll always be doing that. But I also implore you to still remain, because the news will come around the hour. Well, anyway, trending is trending on a very lovely note, so you stick around and enjoy all of that from Mercy Erabo. But for me, Michael Gobadia, God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
My name is Desoka, the comedy catalyst of one of Nigerian comedy.
All right, guys, back again. Yes, boss. My name is Osh, baby.
Yemi Alade.
Yeah, what up, people? It's your boy Victor Edi.
Girl Niniola.
My name is my wife, Ninja Celebrity type man.
My papa say, who won't carry cow, waka go, waka follow the cow. I know the life for you.
I see you know you're watching the Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV. Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV.
Informative, educative, interesting, entertaining.
Worldwide, international.
Don't go anywhere, I'll catch you.
Don't touch that die. Atlantic TV. Boom.
Atlantic TV. We wanna party.
Atlantic TV. Culturally inclined and uniquely different. When the lights go out, who do you call? Ticado! Ticado Energy Solutions Limited, your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Ticado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Ticado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at ticado.com.ng. Ticado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Ticado! Ticado Energy Solutions Limited, your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Ticado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Ticado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at ticado.com.ng. Ticado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. Atlantic TV, culturally inclined and uniquely different. Behind closed doors, too many suffer in silence. Too many lives are scarred by violence in the very place that should bring peace, the home. Domestic violence is not love, it is pain. It breaks trust, destroys lives and families, and steals futures. Domestic violence is not a private matter, it's a violation of dignity, and it must end. Because hitting a woman does not make you a man, but correcting her in love and staying in peace with her is God's plan. Together, we can raise our voices, protect the vulnerable, and rebuild lives. Say no to silence. Say no to fear. Say no to domestic violence. Powered by Atlantic Media and TV. Behind closed doors, too many suffer in silence. Too many lives are scarred by violence in the very place that should bring peace, the home. Domestic violence is not love, it is pain. It breaks trust, destroys lives and families, and steals futures. Domestic violence is not a private matter, it's a violation of dignity, and it must end. Make her a man, but correcting her in love and staying in peace with her is God's plan. Together, we can raise our voices, protect the vulnerable, and rebuild lives. Say no to silence. Say no to fear. Say no to domestic violence. Powered by Atlantic Media and TV. Behind closed doors, too many suffer in silence. Too many lives are scarred by violence in the very place that should bring peace, the home. Domestic violence is not love, it is pain. It breaks trust, destroys lives and families, and steals futures. Domestic violence is not a private matter, it's a violation of dignity, and it must end. Because hitting a woman does not make you a man, but correcting her in love and staying in peace with her is God's plan. Together, we can raise our voices, protect the vulnerable, and rebuild lives. Say no to silence. Say no to fear. Say no to domestic violence. Powered by Atlantic Media and TV. Behind closed doors, too many suffer in silence. Too many lives are scarred by violence in the very place that should bring peace, the home. Domestic violence is not love, it is pain. It breaks trust, destroys lives and families, and steals futures. Domestic violence is not a private matter, it's a violation of dignity, and it must end. Because hitting a woman does not make you a man, but correcting her in love and staying in peace with her is God's plan. Together, we can raise our voices, protect the vulnerable, and rebuild lives. Say no to silence. Say no to fear. Say no to domestic violence. Powered by Atlantic Media and TV.
On Atlantic TV, I am Nkechi Tejere. Here are our top stories. Nigeria at 65, economic resurgence or endless rigmarole. Fubara fires commissioners cite Supreme Court ruling. Pengasin suspends strike after federal government's late night deal with Dangote. US shuts down visa passport services uninterrupted in Nigeria. Flying Eagles in must-win clash against Saudi Arabia. Now to the news in full. At 65, Nigeria stands at a crossroads. While many hail the country's democratic stability over the past 25 years, concerns remain about its economic direction under President Bola Tinubu's reforms, popularly called Tinubunomics. Public affairs commentators argue that Nigeria has the maturity to showcase real progress, yet decades of broken promises, missed opportunities, and dependence on oil still weigh heavily on its economy. From an agrarian base in the 1960s to the oil boom of the 70s, the painful structural adjustments of the 80s and the corruption-plagued stagnation of the 90s, Nigeria's economic history reflects a cycle of hope and disappointment. Now, as the nation marks 65 years of independence, the big question is whether Tinubunomics can finally chart a path to lasting growth, or whether the country risks repeating the rigmarole of the past. Dozens of Nigerians remain locked up in Ethiopian prisons as the much-awaited prisoner transfer agreement between both countries stalls. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu Ojukwu, said on Wednesday that Nigeria has completed its own side of the Memorandum of Understanding, but accused Ethiopia of dragging its feet. Advocacy groups say at least 270 Nigerians are languishing in harsh prison conditions, with reports of poor food, little medical care, and even deaths recorded in custody. Despite a Nigerian court order and repeated diplomatic pressure, Ethiopia says the deal is still awaiting ratification by its parliament, leaving families of inmates in despair. The Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has sacked all commissioners and public officers serving under his administration with immediate effect. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Nelson Chukwudi, said the decision followed the recent Supreme Court judgment affecting the state's political structure. During a valedictory session in Port Harcourt, Fubara thanked members of his cabinet for their service over the past 2 years and commended their contributions to Rivers' development. The governor also used the Independence Day event to call on Nigerians to work with President Bola Tinubu for peace, unity, and prosperity, while pledging to serve Rivers people with renewed vigor. The All Progressives Congress, APC, has congratulated Nigerians on the nation's 65th independence anniversary, praising citizens' resilience and patriotism despite economic and social challenges. In a statement, APC's National Publicity Secretary, Felix Morka, lauded President Bola Tinubu's bold reforms, saying they have placed the economy on a path of stability and growth. The party acknowledged that subsidy removal and foreign exchange unification caused temporary hardship, but stressed that indicators like GDP growth, trade surpluses, and rising reserves now show Nigeria on firmer ground. APC further urged citizens to remain optimistic, assuring that Tinubu's reforms are laying the foundation for prosperity, job creation, and renewed investor confidence. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASIN, has suspended its nationwide strike against the Dangote Petroleum Refinery after the federal government stepped in. PENGASIN President Festus Osifo told reporters in Abuja that the decision followed marathon negotiations with government officials and Dangote representatives that lasted into the early hours of Wednesday. The strike, which began on Sunday over alleged anti-union practices at the refinery, had crippled parts of the nation's oil and gas operations before the truce. Osifo, however, warned that the suspension is only temporary, stressing that if Dangote fails to honor the agreement, the union will immediately resume action without further notice. Nigeria's banking sector is swimming in excess liquidity as deposits with the central bank surged by an astonishing 568% year-on-year, hitting 146.13 trillion naira in the first 9 months of 2025. The spike, largely through the CBN's standing deposit facility, highlights the enormity of idle cash sitting in the system, even as banks cut back on borrowing from the Apex Bank's short-term lending windows. Data shows deposits via the STF jumped from 19.22 trillion naira in first quarter to over 77 trillion naira by third quarter. Meanwhile, borrowings through the standing lending facility fell by 12% year-on-year, suggesting banks are leaning less on the CBN for liquidity support. Analysts say the trend reflects both policy shifts at the CBN and the bank's preference for parking funds rather than lending to the real sector, raising fresh questions about credit flow into the economy. You're watching our daily news roundup. We'll go for a short break. When we return, more news stories on the foreign scene. Do stay tuned.
My name is Desoka, the comedy catalyst of one of Nigerian comedy.
All right, guys, back again. Yes, boss. My name is Osh, baby.
Yeah, what up, people? It's your boy Victor 80.
Girl Ninyola.
My name is my wife and just celebrity type man.
My papa say, who won't carry cow, waka go, waka follow the cow. I know the life for you.
I see you know you're watching the Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV. Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV.
Informative, educative, interesting, entertaining.
Worldwide, international.
Don't go anywhere, I'll catch you.
Don't touch that die. Atlantic TV. Boom.
Atlantic TV, we wanna party.
Atlantic TV. Culturally inclined and uniquely different.
Welcome back. Over now to the foreign scene. In the United States Embassy in Nigeria has reassured applicants that visa and passport services will continue despite the ongoing partial shutdown of the U.S. government. In a statement on its official X handle, the embassy said scheduled consular services in Nigeria and at U.S. missions abroad remain operational, though its social media updates will be limited to urgent safety and security information. While essential services like the military, postal service, and welfare schemes continue, Nigerians have been urged to visit travel. The shutdown, triggered by budget disagreements in Washington, has forced several U.S. agencies to suspend operations, with hundreds of thousands of federal workers placed on unpaid leave. Taiwan has accused China of deliberately twisting a United Nations resolution to lay the groundwork for a possible military strike. Taipei's foreign ministry on Wednesday said Beijing's interpretation of Resolution 275458, which transferred China's UN seats from Taipei to Beijing in 1971, is misleading and designed to alter the status quo in the Taiwan Strait. China insists the resolution gives it legal backing for sovereignty claims over Taiwan, but Taipei says the document never mentioned the island and that only its democratically elected government can represent its 23 million citizens. Beijing, however, maintains Taiwan is part of one China and vows reunification by all means necessary, while the U.S. has warned that China's stance is an intentional misuse of the resolution aimed at isolating Taiwan internationally. Away from the foreign news now to sports news. The pressure on Nigeria's Flying Eagles at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup after a disappointing 1-0 defeat to Norway in their opening match. Coach Aliyu Zubey says his boys have put the loss behind them and are ready to fight for survival. Saudi Arabia are also under pressure after losing 1-0 to Colombia, making the encounter and FIFA's official streaming platforms. But the London club will remain forever despite Benfica's 1-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. Mourinho was warmly welcomed back by Chelsea fans who chanted his name throughout the game. But the night ended in frustration for the 62-year-old as an own goal from Richard Rios handed Benfica their first. The Portuguese tactician, Chelsea's most decorated manager with 7 trophies including 3 Premier League titles, insisted memories alone can't satisfy him. He said, "I don't feed myself with memories, I feed myself with victories," Mourinho said while thanking fans for their affection. Meanwhile, Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca had cause to celebrate his first Champions League win in charge, despite another red card setback. Substitute Joao Pedro was sent off late in stoppage time, bringing Chelsea's tally to 3 red cards in 4 games. Maresca admitted it wasn't the prettiest of victories, but said his side must learn to win in an ugly way. And with that sports news, we come to the end of our daily news roundup for today, right here on Atlantic TV. Do all to follow us on all our social media platforms for more news stories and updates. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.
Don't miss out on exciting news, events, and more. Stay connected by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. Stay connected by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
When the lights go out, who do you call? Ticado! Ticado Energy Solutions Limited, your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Ticado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Ticado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at ticado.com.ng. Ticado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Ticado! Ticado Energy Solutions Limited, your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Ticado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Ticado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at ticado.com.ng. Tikado.com.ng. Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Tikado! Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Tikado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Tikado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at tikado.com.ng. Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Tikado! Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Tikado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Tikado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at tikado.com.ng. Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Tikado! Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Tikado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Tikado today at Block F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at tikado.com.ng. Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace. When the lights go out, who do you call? Tikado! Tikado Energy Solutions Limited. Your plug for electrical power, surveillance system, and entertainment. From expert electrical installation to efficient eco-friendly solar inverter systems, no matter the size, Tikado delivers smart energy solutions designed for today and tomorrow. We also help you secure your space with our cutting-edge security and surveillance system. Enjoy crystal clear entertainment with our professional DSTV and cable TV installation. Visit Tikado today at Block F F4, Suite 41 and 42, HFP East Line Plaza, Abraham Adesanya, Aja, Lagos. Or call 0906 902 5025 or 0815 176 6817. Explore our services at ticado.com.ng. Ticado Energy Solutions Limited. Power, protection, peace.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, it's Trending O'Clock, and you know how we do it right here on Trending. We'll talk about all the trending issues on the internet and of course give our opinions about them. I am Mercy Irabo. As you know, I am never alone in the studio. Joining me today is, you know, when you see me like this, E to the N to the K to the A to the Y and K.
I just felt like going on and on.
Or should we
Hi,
do it again?
Mercy. You know, just give it a little bit of 5 minutes of hip hop. You know what I'm talking about. Good to be here. Good
Thank
to
you
hear
so
me. Thank you so much for having
always
me.
joining me.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So what's trending today?
What's happening?
Are you really excited? Are you eager
I can't wait to know what's
trending?
going on today.
Yes. So I saw this very, should I say, viral, annoying post about social media personality. We talked about her a few days back, yeah? And the Kiss. So she's now
the person that wants to break Guinness Book of World Records
for sleeping with 100 men
100 men in 24 hours.
Yes.
So
I saw this, just imagine, she was given this ambassadorial deal from the Lagos State Kick Against Drug and Substance Abuse, also known as the Cascada. So imagine giving Mandikis this ambassadorial deal. Like, it's shocking to me, it's shocking to netizens. I don't know about you, but I feel really like this is the same thing we talked about. Like, how come these people, just imagine somebody that came out to say she wants to sleep with 100 men, and next she's bagging an ambassadorial deal. Like, it's really, really shocking.
It's really shocking, my dear. You know, when I saw this video yesterday, I was wondering, I'm like, what's the correlation? Because I really do not get it. If you look at her, well, she looks sick. Obviously. She really looks sick. But, you know, sometimes I don't blame some of these organizations or agencies. You know, sometimes people want to jump on what's trending. People that are making waves, you know, the rave of the moment, as you would say, you know. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Trying to milk the fact that she is trending, you know, and use her for publicity of whatever they're doing, you know. But making her an ambassador for a drug-related campaign, you know, you know, it just reminds me of when, you know, remember the time, I think it was Naira Marley that was held up by the EFCC, and after he was released, I think they made him do a video and, you know, to say no to drugs. The same thing they did with Bobrisky, you know, at that time when he was picked up by the EFCC as well, you know. But then Mandy Kiss, I don't know where this is coming from.
This is not even sending
there
a
is
good
no
message.
There is no
I don't understand. So when
relationship.
I saw this Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mr. Bolaji Ogunlede, when he was saying that, okay, Mandy Kiss is now our new ambassador.
On what basis?
And then he gave her this wristband to seal the deal. And I'm like, how?
What was the basis of the ambassadorial deal?
I
mean,
know.
they should come out plain to tell us.
The same way you're shocked is the same way netizens are shocked. And I was able to gather some reactions from netizens. Please, let's see some of the reactions. Yoruba talk culture too much, but activities shows the level of decay in their moral upbringing. Any tribe that believe in rising raising their children morally won't encourage this particular character at all, then this person is saying that is very strategic.
Like what I was just saying,
that.
yeah.
I will be so happy if proper rehabilitation process is taken, or rehabilitation for somebody that is fighting drugs. I'm still trying to understand this.
Seriously.
However, must we be bad before we are reckoned with in this country? There are a lot of young ones doing a lot of milestones and not a sin at all. We need to look into this. I've been emphasizing on this. And somebody said, "Abi una fossa," because her face,
her facial expression,
happy
I mean,
all of that.
She's not looking well dressed. She's not looking happy. She feels like someone forced her to do what she's doing.
Yeah, let's see if we have more reactions. I think, waiting with this. A person win Guinness World Record for the most prominent OS na in they give ambassador be my eye they deceive
you. Not deceive you, my brother.
Not when no go see forget so like
I'm
this
telling
is interesting.
you.
Just few days back, the Eselu of Eselu Kingdom was asking for her arrest because of that viral statement of saying she wants to go for the Guinness World Record.
And then Guinness World Record responded and said we cannot monitor that. And she said if you don't monitor it, I will monitor it. I will do the video and send it to you. I mean, you can imagine the desperation
and
there.
now, just less than a week, we're getting this. That somebody like that is an ambassador.
This is very strategic.
Uselessness of the highest order.
I tell
Shame
you.
dignified. Satanic leaders with shambolic reasoning. When will the madness of making an idiot and a celebrity or icon stop in Nigeria? I thought the Center of Excellence should be governed by sanity and rationality. May God save Nigeria. Amen. I say amen to that.
Is the Lagos State government even aware of this?
I
mean,
know.
the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, His Excellency, is he aware?
But he
of
should.
this
He
particular
should
move?
because this
I don't know who would be
Lagos State.
encouraging this particular move because this is unheard of.
I don't know, but
I consider this very
strategic,
and this should be looked into. Yeah.
And then when the Eselu of Eselu Kingdom called the Lagos State government, someone never responded. And now we are seeing this. And now we are seeing this, that he's bringing, that the Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development is bringing the same girl as an ambassador. So it tells a lot. I don't know.
It tells a lot, and it also tells a lot about the people we put in power. You know, people come into leadership based on, closeness to people at the top, and that kind of stuff, not people who are really qualified for the position. That tells a lot about the office of the Commissioner of the Youth and Social Development. So that tells a lot about his position and his person, bringing such person as an ambassador. Okay, so what is she going to be doing as an ambassador? What is she going to be?
Well, so she came out after that. I thought I had seen enough, and then she came out to say, okay, good things do not trend in this country. I was acting good girl, nobody recognized me until I started doing this. Well, let's see the footage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wèrè ló máa ń dówó Naija. Wèrè ló máa ń dówó. Nígbà tí mo change content tí mo cool down, wọn ò gbéṣẹ́ wá, wọn ò wá mi. Instead kó tún máa encourage mi, ṣe ló ń bully mi tó ń body shame. Tó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ìjọba tó lọ dá sí ni. Wèrè yẹn ni máa fi máa pọ̀ tiẹ̀ lọ fún yín lọ. But mo bẹ̀rù ìjọba nìkan mo bẹ̀rù cause deep down gbogbo yín mọ̀ pé content mo ṣe. Hypocrisy ló fẹ́ pa yín. Ẹ mọ̀ pọ́.
So you heard that. You heard that from the horse's mouth. She said that when she started, for most of you that really do not understand what she said, she said that when she started all of this content creation, she was trying to be a good girl, but instead she got bullied. Nobody encouraged her until she decided to go this way, until she took this route. And then she is saying that these are the things Nigerians want. That when you do stuff like this, you tend to trend. So, and this was the same thing I asked the last time. What are we advising the younger generation? Are we telling them to toll this path? Or we're supposed to, because when the government that we're supposed to oversee all of these things are coming out to support, these bad
Mm-hmm.
eggs, the supposed bad eggs, you tend to wonder what exactly is
the
happening.
message going on?
Because we have younger persons that are trying to put in their best and all of that, and they're not recognized. Their efforts are not recognized. And then somebody is going the wrong path, and she's getting an ambassadorial deal. And she's even coming out to brag about it, like, okay, you see, when I was doing this, nobody heard my name. Now I am back to this, and now I'm getting a deal.
But then you will not still totally and entirely blame her, because in some way what she's saying is actually true. Nigeria trend or thrives more in negativity. Negativity tends to trend more than positivity in Nigeria. And if you look at it, there are a lot of people doing great things, doing big things in the country, but you hardly hear of them. But just imagine now, someone just comes out and say, oh, I want to do this for, I want to, okay, like she said now, I want to break a world record of sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours. And everyone's like, hey, this one don't come, or who is this girl, who is this girl? They want to know who she is, right? So if someone comes out and say, oh, I got the best grades in mathematics, I finished, it will not trend. Do you understand? So she actually has a point there, saying, when I started going the negative way, I started trending, and that's what's working for her, as well as a lot of people in Nigeria. So I think we need to start reshaping our thinking. We need to start reshaping our mindsets, you know, making sure that we allow the good things to actually trend than the bad things. So I think the Lagos State government needs to come out and speak on this.
On this, definitely. We really need to work on this. And in as much as we're trying to tackle the government when it comes to things like this, I think we as individuals have our own roles to play. Because when you see all of these negative things, you are the one enabling it. By going there, engaging and all of that. And then when you see interesting ones, you feel these ones are boring.
You scroll past.
You just scroll past. You want to go to those negative ones. So I feel we are the ones enabling this in this generation. So I think we really need to have a change in mentality. Well, away from Mandy Kiss, I saw this very viral video yesterday showing a young girl being brutally assaulted by a group at the Delta State University affiliate campus in Delta State. Reports allege that the attack happened over accusations that she was involved in an affair with another student's boyfriend. Still the same boyfriend that we still talked about it just a few weeks back, and we're back to having all of this. Like this is so, I don't know what to talk about. This, like girls, women supporting women. I don't know why I'm always talking about this. Women supporting women, where is it? Because when you're supporting your fellow woman and then you're fighting your fellow woman because of the other gender, it's really annoying. I don't know what to say about this.
It really doesn't make sense to me, you know, to see that girls, look at them, big girls like this. Young girls like this fighting because of boy. Boy, you came to school to learn.
You know, I saw this other one that they even stripped the girl naked. Like, I could not even watch that. Inside the room, they ganged up and then look at this. They tore her clothes.
Oh no.
Not just one person, the group of other girls.
Okay, so the group of girls that are beating her now, are they friends of the
supporters to the alleged
girl that they said she slept with her boyfriend?
Exactly.
And it's really funny, but not funny. Same way, I think I heard of a case of something like this. So in school, the girl had to cut the other girl's ear off because she was allegedly accused of sleeping with
the same boy that might end up not even marrying any of them.
And the boy is not even doing anything. So now my question is, why attacking the girl? What happens to the boy? Why didn't you go and ask the boy questions? Why come in for the girl? Did you catch two of them sleeping together? Was there a court? If I'm to use that, you know, but then again, it tells and it speaks to the high level of degradation that we already have in the educational system. You know, where people who go to school no longer go to school for the sake of going to school. They go to school for something else.
Some of them just go to school because of freedom.
Yes,
like,
so let me just leave the house and just go to school.
Exactly.
But if you really check, these girls, these boys and not being in class. They don't attend classes. They don't write exams. They hire mercenaries to write their papers for them. So they're just doing what they feel like doing, you know. And I think a lot of reorientation needs to happen, a lot of reintegration. And I feel like people should begin to be intentional about what they really want out of life. If school not favor you, go and learn work. Than going to school and constituting nuisance, because this doesn't just make sense to me. If I were to be the school authorities in that school and I got to hear of this, all of them involved, first of all, they will be expelled from school, and then investigations will be carried out and they will be put in jail, at least for like 6 months. Let them understand the magnitude of what they have done, because this is so inhumane.
Like, the truth is, when you're fighting that girl over a boyfriend, what happens when
a boy that is just having fun?
No, what happens when he's your husband?
That's the thing.
That's where you get cases of people pouring other women acid,
oh my goodness,
killing other women
because
of a man.
Because of a man. A
And
man
the
that
truth
will
is,
not
the
even
man,
marry
the
you
man
tomorrow.
will definitely go scot-free.
And he will leave you and move on to the next girl. So I mean,
we really need to do better.
What has he done for you? Did he pay your school fees? Is he giving you pocket money?
It doesn't really
what
matter.
has he done for you that will warrant you going to harass your fellow girl for a guy? It doesn't make sense.
My gender, we really need to do better.
We need to do better.
Like, we need to do better. This is becoming too much. Every now and then we hear of cases of girls being assaulted because of the alleged case or accusation of sleeping with one another's boyfriend, and we really need to do better. So in as much as investigations are still ongoing, so when we get more updates on this issue, we'll definitely update you. So away from that, I saw this a viral statement from billionaire daughter, DJ Copy. She started off this conversation online after responding to a fan's rather bold question. The fan asked her, "How can I make money without working?" And she said, "Remember, even wealthy people can stress you." Interesting. So DJ Copy, of all persons, is now giving advice to a rich person. Well, in as much as I have a lot to say, but I think netizens had a lot of reactions. Let's see some of the reactions. A poor man no go understand this post.
At all.
I think rich people like me understand it well. I'll take that stress any day, anytime, 24/7. It beats my current condition by far. Okay, so dating a rich man, a wealthy man, is stressful. And he said,
route out of
poverty. Want to date.
Don't worry, give me the stress. Don't worry, I can handle it.
No escape route then. Oh, really? I think this one needs a soft landing. My sister, you can't take both. You need to choose one.
Yes.
Either you go for the stress or you stick with poverty, according to Copy. Copy's advice is practical. Wealth doesn't guarantee happiness. Marrying rich might solve financial problems, but it can also introduce stress, power dynamics, and lifestyle pressures that money alone can't fix. I think there's a good advice.
That's a good interpretation of what she said. Yeah.
Being wealthy doesn't mean being stress-free. Marrying rich can come with emotional baggage, high expectations, and constant pressure to perform. Oh baby, marry me. I want to be stressed. I can even change my surname.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we discussed about this surname changing the last time.
Okay.
And then they're saying, no, I can never change my surname to a woman's name. But now, a man is coming out to say, if you give me that stress, I can change my surname.
That's what poverty does.
Let me hear what you have to say.
I actually understand where she's coming from. You know, from someone who has been vocal about the fact that she's been single and she's been throwing it at our faces at every given time. You know, coming out now to be the marriage counselor and advisor. You know, it speaks volumes. But then looking at what she said, someone is asking, how can I make money without working? First of all, it's very, forgive my language, but it's very stupid of you to ask such a question. But then again, that speaks of how low your IQ is. Because, I mean, there is no food for lazy man. You cannot expect to have money if you don't work for it. But then if you want to live that kind of life, she has told you, marry rich. That is your only way out of poverty. But then again, when you're marrying rich, understand that
it comes with
even the rich men cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So riches come with a lot of baggage. So while you're accepting and all the good lifestyle living and everything, understand that all roses are not red. Life is not a bed of roses, right? You must understand that there are some sacrifices you have to make. You know, marrying a rich person. Even a rich man will tell you that it's not always rosy as you think. While you're seeing all the luxuries you're seeing, because that's what we want you to see. But if you look down inside, you know that we are not even happy sometimes.
Yeah.
We need this kind of life that you are living. You understand? But then again, why would you want to depend on someone for the rest of your life? Why not work for your own money? I always encourage people, man or woman, work for your money. Because when you have your money, it's the money that you have that you know. So the person you might be leaning on to and saying, oh, he's a rich man, he's a millionaire, he's a billionaire, my life is secured if I marry him. What if tomorrow something happens and then all the money is gone? What would you do? So it is the money in your bank, Yahoo lifestyle. Don't even go there.
Well,
so work.
If I'll grab a copy of my daddy's book, because
right?
you need to get it, you need to learn how to make money without working. I'm sure it has a lot of it in that book. Like, how would you just sit and start thinking, word, I need to make money without working? And I think that's the reason Nigeria is still where it is right now. That's why we have a whole lot of cyber crime and all of that. They do not want to work. Everybody wants to make money. And that was why they came out to say, lazy, work and make your money. And as a lady, if you are waiting for one rich man, let me advise you, my sister, let the rich man come as a bonus. Make your own money. Let the rich man be a bonus to you. Because when you have your money, nobody will talk you down.
Nobody.
Today you are going to him, honey, please, I need money for
You want to buy pad. You want to buy pants.
I need money for perfume. Honey, I need money. Honey, my friends are doing,
you will be so
they're going for a party. Please, I need money. Like, how would your husband keep supporting you and all of that? So apart from the stress, it will lead to a whole lot of things, and you might even lose your confidence in the process, because he would use every opportunity to talk you down. So imagine your own family are having financial issues. You're unable to support them. You are still going back to your husband to help you with money to support your family.
And then if the husband now decides to marry a second wife, you have no say, because I mean you are tagging along.
I am feeding you,
so these are some of the baggages that comes. Whatever he
wife.
gives to you, you take it like that, because that's what you chose to follow.
That's should I say a good one coming from Copy, but take it at your own.
I mean, she actually said the truth.
Yes,
marry rich since you don't want to
yeah.
work, but the stress that comes with it, also be ready to accept it as well. So I mean,
well,
it's a win-win.
Away from Copy and you waiting, if you want to learn how to work without money, I think you should contact a Copy to help you with a copy of her father's book. Well, I think we still have some comments. Okay.
Can you imagine?
One, they give marital advice, but even her dogs.
Oh my goodness! Come on now, Ify, why? If you are not there for you for this one.
In as much as I know she's trying to flaunt it, tell us that I am single, but this is too harsh on her, and I don't think I really want her to see that. I see advice when spinster they give person stray bullets left to right and center.
I'm telling you.
I think for now you should just lay low, because I think since her sister got married, she's been getting all of this from social media, and it is really, really bad. A Copy, please come and stress my life. This poverty is stressing me too much. So men are not left out. Men, they are still looking for
the stress.
I thought men were saying that they don't want to marry rich ladies because they might not respect them and all of that. They want to be this alpha male. How come
for this set of men, they want to be stressed.
Be stressed. Interesting.
So crazy.
Well, away from DJ Copy. So I saw this little drama at an event that DJ just put off the music generator and all of that, saying because he wasn't given food.
Yes.
Like food. Okay. So in as much as I feel we're supposed to prioritize the welfare of people, I think the DJ went a bit too much, because you were paid for this service. You were paid to do this. I don't know why so many persons, especially Nigerians, have this entitlement mentality. You were paid for a service. Fine, if you get the food, okay. And if you don't, do your service, offer what you can, and leave. I don't see why you have to put off the whole music and all of that because you were not given food. Well, let's hear what you have to say.
Okay, I have heard you.
Okay.
But see, I beg to differ.
Okay.
What if he wasn't paid for the job?
Accept that.
That's one though, because sometimes these are the issues we face at events as an MC, right? I will tell you categorically that you see MCs, DJs, and yeah, it's more of MCs and DJs.
Yeah.
They are easily not given food. They are easily not recognized.
Videographers
and photographers. They are easily not recognized at parties, you know, when they are sharing food. Because they feel, oh, these people are too busy, they can easily forget them. So when they share food around, and then when it gets to the DJs, the MCs, the photographers and videographers, they'll tell you, oh, MC, you never chop. Oh, sorry, food don't finish. Oh, DJ, you never eat. Hey, I better not vex. So the food, hey, not give DJ food. So I can understand his frustration. Probably where he's coming from, he had not eaten all day. And he's coming to a party that he feels like when he comes, he's going to eat well. You know, and then you neglect him. Anger there everywhere, my sister.
Yes, I know.
The frustration is real.
What if he was paid?
So I think what he did was to try to draw attention to himself. That, see, guys, people are forgetting me. Bring my food or else people will not hear music. So I think when he did that now, he was responded to. So, I mean, it's a way of still calling attention to yourself. That, see, I am here in case don't forget say I did here, make una give me food. If not, I'm not go dance.
Well, social media users, they've been calling him a DJ of the people.
Okay.
For standing his ground. But me, Mercy, will still say I do not support this kind of behavior.
Okay.
You were paid for this service. Do whatever you were paid for and leave. In fact, before going for an event, try as much as possible to eat. Because you might get there and you get to see the unforeseen and then you get disappointed. So try as much as possible to eat. And then event planners and wherever, if you're having a party, please try to prioritize them of these
people that are working,
the DJs, the videographers, the cinematographers, the photographers, and all of that. Try as much as possible to prioritize them. And then, to my own future events planner, please, I don't want my party interrupted.
I don't want to hear
story. I don't want to hear that DJ will stop my music when I'm
or generator went off.
And all of that.
I have been to a party that the owners of the hall that they use had to turn off the ACs because they were not attended. They were not giving their balance.
Can you imagine?
They had to turn off literally the AC so that the place can get so uncomfortable, so that people will start leaving. So because they didn't get their balance as when they agreed that they were going to give them their balance, they had to turn it off. So I mean,
wow,
it's
what
not bad.
We see in the country, what we get to see in Nigeria. And Nigeria, I think we should, if we decide to script all of these things we see every day in this country, I'm sure we'll have a
Nigeria will have a full movie in series. In fact, we'll have a full series movie.
We have interesting stories every day happening live in Nigeria.
That's Nigeria
Well, this is a wrap on Trending. You can see the laughter. Yes, I really had a nice time here. And
I sure did. I sure did. It's always a vibe. It's always a vibe.
Thank you so much for joining me. Well, this is where we have to say, see you same time tomorrow for another great and exciting edition of Trending and of Viewpoint generally. Viewpoint has been interesting right from the dailies, the dialogue, the news, and of course now the Trending. Yes, and tomorrow's edition is Friday's edition. You know, we're always having a special edition of Viewpoint on Atlantic TV. Well, I am Mercy Irabo. See you for a great edition tomorrow. Bye for now.